Captain Arya from the Esports Club here with some pretty awesome news. Now, as you probably know, we've been running the WD Black TEC League for Rainbow Six Siege powered by LG Ultragear for the past few months. As we come into August with our final season of the league, we wanted to celebrate with you guys who have made this an amazing experience and an extremely successful esports event. We've teamed up with some of our favorite partners to give away an entire Esports PC for one lucky viewer. Yes, one of you is going to take home a complete PC featuring some of these awesome parts. First up, we've got the LG Ultragear 27GL 650F gaming monitor, 27-inch, 144Hz, 1ms with an IPS panel to make sure you're at the top of your esports game without sacrificing picture quality. Then we've got an amazing lineup of accessories coming in from HyperX to make sure that you're always on top of your game. Cloud Stinger Core gaming headset. For the keyboard, you've got the awesome HyperX Alloy FPS RGB mechanical keyboard. Then your mouse is the HyperX Pulsefire Surge. It's got a brilliant RGB all around the mouse. For the mousepad, you've got the HyperX Fury S. That is the speed edition of the extended mousepad. And then of course for your memory, you've got the HyperX Fury RGB RAM. You've got 16 gigs at 3400 megahertz. Next up, we've got the WD Blue SN550 NVMe SSD to make sure you're spending as little time loading and booting up and spend more time gaming. And then of course, at the heart of this PC is the Ryzen 5 3600X CPU. Now, as you know it, at the heart of every gaming PC is a great GPU. So we've teamed up with Zotac Gaming to give you a brand new RTX 2060 because frames win games and there should be nothing between you and top of the line performance. Next up, we've teamed up with NZXT, who make some of the best and most premium PC components on the market. Powering your PC is going to be the C850 fully modular power supply, and your cooling solutions are going to be taken care of the Kraken X63 all-in-one liquid cooler. Now, we wanted to make this PC something truly special, and while the NZXT H510 Elite is a great cabinet for anyone, it wasn't enough. We teamed up with NZXT to give the winner of this giveaway a brand new NZXT H510 Siege Edition cabinet. This is a limited edition licensed Rainbow Six Siege themed cabinet from NZXT. There are only 500 of these in the world and just a handful coming to India. The side panels of this cabinet are themed in the wall and door reinforcement designs from Rainbow Six Siege, and there is an illuminated 6 icon on the front panel along with a 6 icon charm and a puck in the signature breach charge design, which is only available with the H510 Siege. And one lucky winner on this giveaway is going to get a full esports PC sitting inside this beautiful cabinet. Now that you know everything that there is in the giveaway, the question is how you can take part. Well, it's fairly simple. First, head on to the link in the description of this video. Once you're at the giveaway landing page, fill out your details and follow the instructions. First, head on over to Facebook, make sure you're following us. 2, make sure you're following the Esports Club on Instagram. And 3, make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. Simple so far. Now the interesting part. In a 1-minute video on Instagram, tell us why you deserve this epic new PC from the Esports Club and all our partners. Make sure you follow the instructions carefully, use the right hashtags, tag the right accounts, and you can be one step closer to winning this epic setup. Now that's it guys, just a little bit of work and you can be one step closer to getting yourself your dream PC. I'm Captain Arya and this is the Esports Club, and we hope to see you in our next tournament.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.
Ready to breach.
Go, go, go! Follow my lead! Flashback!
Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the WD Black the Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege, powered by LG Ultragear in association with AC Fibernet, Zotac Gaming and Games the Shop. I'm your host, Blackjack. Joining me is my co-host, Nab Foxy, and of course, our analyst, Baba Gusta, as we are here for, and it does pain me to say this, the final match of Division 3 in the entirety of this 5-month-long Rainbow Six Siege League that we have had for us, for our players, and for all of the viewers back home. It's been a fantastic journey seeing teams come and go, new blood, old faces, returning teams, and the like have been in Div 3. They've come and gone, or they've come and been promoted and conquered in Div 1. But of course, Division 3 is where it all begins. And that is why today is a little bit of a bittersweet day, because the match we have at hand is KL11 Esports versus Knaves Gaming. A fantastic, fantastic match ahead of us. And what a way to close out Division 3 for the WD Black, the Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege. However, before we get to that, a quick reminder to all of our viewers to check out the socials of the Esports Club on Facebook and Instagram for the giveaway of a limited edition Rainbow Six Siege PC featuring a Siege-themed PC cabinet by NZXT. There's only 500 of these across the world, so if you want to have a chance to win one for yourselves, check out the Esports Club on Facebook and Instagram, and the link down in the description below for details on how to enter yourselves into this giveaway. With that, with the giveaway plug aside, ladies and gentlemen, just like we said, the final match of Division 3 is about to commence. We're just waiting on the last player from Knaves Gaming to join us, former Zeus Sabers, of course, and we will be underway. KL11 versus Knaves, a match that we've been looking forward to, and personally myself, I've been slightly dreading it, because that means I'll no longer get to say welcome back to Division 3. But sentiments aside, more on this particular match from our analyst Baba Gusta over at the analyst desk. Baba, the mic is yours.
Well, it is the Division 3 that is KL11 going up against Knaves Gaming. Yeah, it is, quite sad to see that this will be the last match we're going to be seeing on Division 3. Coming back to the, according to the statistic-wise, Knaves Gaming, their win-loss ratio is about 4-2. Winning against Statics Gaming in the previous matchup 7-3 on map Oregon. A wonderful place coming in from Mutasim and Nicoristo. Well played from them on both attack and as well as on defense. They are currently holding in fourth place, I believe. Actually, no, it is the third place. And if they actually win against KL11, they will actually come to second place indeed. Now, coming back to KL11, their win-loss ratio not working quite well indeed. 2-4. We actually did see the previous matchups where they went against Saw. 7-5 was the score line, and KL11 indeed win against Team Saw. Indeed, the map was Clubhouse, and they actually did it in a spectacular form. Bot and Ironside making those important plays for their team to ensure that the victory will be there for them. So coming back to the community votes, this is definitely interesting to see this. Knaves Gaming on 24%, and as on the side of KL11 Esports, it is 76%. So looks like our dear viewers are hoping KL11 Esports would win against Knave Gaming. Now, coming up to the map wise, it is going to be on a map Coastline, the heavy aggressive map in which you don't even require any hard breaches on the side of attackers unless and until if it's necessary. So it is going to be an interesting matchup indeed, and we'll get to see what's going to happen next. Will KL11 secure the top spot on 5th place, or Knaves Gaming goes to the 2nd place? We'll get to be seeing it in this map. Coastline will be the map. And that's all I have in the analyst desk. Jack, take it away.
Thank you for the analysis of the game right there, Babagus. And indeed, Knaves Gaming, if they win this, they have the chance to push up to 2nd spot in the leaderboard, while of course KL11, if they win this, they have the chance to go up to 5th. You know, 5th ain't exactly the best position in an 8-man leaderboard for sure, but KL11 will have redeemed themselves for the earlier weeks where their performance left a little to be desired. Right now, we're of course in the ban phase. Nomad, Montaigne have been banned. Echo has been banned as well. Standard bans coming out from both teams, as no surprises to see the Nomad banned. Map control all over the place. You don't want to play against her as a defending team, while the Montaigne is pretty much an expendable ban. You know, you normally see a Blackbeard ban, but looks like Naves Gaming may want to play the Blackbeard. That's why Montaigne is taken down. Echo, of course, 2 Yokai Jones, tons of denial and intel. And then there's Wamai, projectile utility denial, along with the Jaeger, a very dangerous operator as well. His guns are great, his utility is great, and of course 2 speed 2 armor means he can tank a lot of bullets and do a lot of work. That's why he is off the board. But with all that being said, a quick look. Let's take excuse me. Let's take a quick look at both of the rosters that we have here in the lobby. From the side of Naves Gaming, we've got Raven, Nikoristo, Mutasim, Lancer, and Sleek Ninja. While from the side of KL11, we've got Bot, Skullex, Mischief, Ironside, and Ava. And we're going to be heading to second floor hookah lounge and billiards right off the bat. Even if it is the last game of Division 3 in the entire league, ladies and gentlemen, you can bet that both of these teams are going to be fighting their hardest tonight to make sure that they go away smiling, that it may be the league's end, but we've done the best that we can. With all of that being said, round 1 is underway, and Foxy, the mic is yours.
Thank you for that, Blackjack. We're up in here, KL11 Esports versus Naves Gaming. A very nice match for us to finish off Division 3, and for that, definitely I am emotional though. I'm sure you can make it out by my voice, but then again, I might be fooling you guys soon by my voice again. But yeah, coming back to this match, we got Naves Gaming on attack. Definitely, they'll be the ones to put off a little more advantage compared to what KL11 Esports are expecting to be putting out. It's just the way Naves likes to play. It's nothing against what KL11 likes to bring out, because the way Naves likes to play this is they're very swift about their attacks, and Coastline happens to be a very attacker favored map, a very frag heavy map.
Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the game between Naves Gaming and KL11 Esports on the map of Coastline, as we are back on the other side of a rather unfortunate rehost that we had to take because of some internet issues on our end. Round 1 did end. Unfortunately, we didn't quite get to see it, but it did end in favor of KL11 on the second floor hookah and billiards room. That means, of course, that KL11 is in the lead starting round 2, and that's where we'll be resuming on the stream. We are back, and once again, apologies for the inconvenience caused due to the technical issues, but hey, at the end of the day, it is what it is, and we are back with the game at hand. Round 2 will be underway between both of these fantastic teams for what is going to be the last game of Division 3 in the entirety of the league. And we're going to be heading to first floor blue and Sunrise Bar straight off the bat, coming back on stream today. Right now, KL11, they've gotten their first round in. Again, apologies for not being able to show that round to all of our viewers at home, but it probably was a fairly fun round. And oh, all right, I see already Nicoristo in what may potentially be a wildcard 6th pick is going to be taking in the Fuse of all operators. And while that does get me excited, I'm not sure how he's going to be using the Fuse. He could be using him along with some intel from his teammates for very specific cluster charges. He could be using those cluster charges for utility clearance and ADS burning, as of course Fuse is a very, very good counter to Jaeger, and Jaeger's a good counter to Fuse, so you know it's a back and forth between those two ops. Or he could just be putting them down willy-nilly, hoping to get some sort of a kill onto any of the defenders. While that is possible, say to like an anchor like Maestro, I'm pretty sure with the way KL11 is going to be playing around the site, I doubt that any of them are going to be taken out by a cluster charge. Now, I will be prepared to eat my words on this at any given point in the round, because that is very much possible. But as we stand right now, my stance on Fuse hasn't changed ever since Season 3, where I actually talked about this for the first time, where yeah, Fuse is great. He's fun. He's just not competitively viable. Even if he's getting a hard breach gadget in the next season, Year 5 Season 3, there's nothing that can make him particularly viable with his main gadget. His guns are great. He may get a secondary hard breach gadget, but even then, Montaigne will see more play. Nook will see more play. Capita will most certainly see more play. But I don't see Fuse seeing more play, not in the slightest. PDW9 from Sleek Ninja is going to be opening up one of the entryways on the VIP balcony right now, as Mutassim is going to make his way to the penthouse big window, and there's the big lumbering Fuse himself going towards the side of the bathroom, second floor bathroom hatch. He's already blown it open. No, that's the Sledge who's blown it open, and they're droning it out from that particular area. No push has been made towards the front end of any of the first floor areas of the building. There, as the Valkyrie is going to be identified through the scans of the Jackal, and her position given away temporarily, but that's not going to do a whole lot. I don't think Ash is trying to fight vertical against a Maestro, but Raven is not going to be able to get that kill. Maestro's playing around the Sunrise Bar pretty well, and that's why he's still alive. He can open another vertical line of sight, but will that give him any advantage? It doesn't seem to be, as KL11 are still dancing around inside of sight without much of an issue. The Fuse will be seen, will take a bit of damage, gets tagged up just a tiny bit, but Bot unfortunately could not connect too well onto the Fuse. And there you go, ADS burning galore from the cluster charge, taking out those ADSs as another one goes out, but again, it will find nothing. That's 2 done. Maybe a third is going to come out from the Fuse any second. Now, Nicoristo could be using them. He, in fact, is on blue bar. They're going to go out. But again, as I said before, they're not going to find anybody. That's 3 out of 4, and I believe that's 4 out of 4 from the Fuse, potentially. I'm not even sure if that 4th one even went off just yet, but it could have. ADS is going to be burned. Lancer's Claymore is going to find Mischief. That's a very interesting first kill right there, as the Vigil may have tried for a run out, but unfortunately, there was a Claymore from Lancer, the IQ, just waiting in the wings to get a kill. IQ himself coming down the white space. Fuse will be spotted, and oh, the drop down will be taken out by Ironside. Nikurista falls, and that was very unfortunate for the Fuse right there, trying to come down onto the officer main doors. Lance is going to take one onto Skullex. The man count is going to be moved in the advantage of the attackers, and even farther as Raven and Mutasim get a couple. And then before I can gain my bearings, Raven takes down Ava, finishing things off for the side of the attack. And oh, the Maestro caught in a bad position. The Alibi completely unwinnable where she was sitting. And that's why we're going to be seeing the side of Knaves Gaming take their first round as well. Round 2 goes to them. First floor bars goes to them. And we're going to be moving to round 3 on kitchen and service entrance.
Really liking how we happen to see Knaves Gaming coming back and putting up a fight. The use of Fuse as well, definitely something that I was not expecting to work out. And but they still have that in their operator lineup. So we'll be seeing a whole lot more of Fuse from Nikurista coming up. The site is going to be kitchen and service. So Fuse offers so much more soft reach potential. The way you can try and make the defenders fall out of sight definitely can happen. You can create a lot of problems on site for the side of the defense. But let's see if that's going to be the case for the side of the attack or not. We see the C4 emphasis from the side of the defense that will be on Skullex and Bot. The Goyo and the Valkyrie, the only ones who carry a C4. In fact, the Valkyrie will not be carrying a C4. It'll be only from the Goyo. That's huge because now with the Fuse into play, we still don't see a Super 6 pick coming in from KL11 because it's going to be one hell of vertical pick that they'll have to establish a fight against, or maybe play on a retake because you have so much more soft reach potential on the side of the attack. You have the Ash, you have the Jackal, you've got the Sludge, and worst of all, if it was necessary, you have the IQ. Making sure that all of that utility is being spotted and taken out. And above that, there always is the Fuse. You're trying to get aggressive, the Goyo will take the fall. That's the only set of C4 gone as well. Bot definitely not feeling a whole lot great about it. Early frag, in fact, for Knaves Gaming will be putting them up in a very huge advantage. That's the only C4 that the side of the defense had. And now becomes all the while more difficult. Oh, even going for the reinforcements from outside the hallway, in fact. That's ballsy. I wouldn't do that if it was between the round and 2 minutes mark. Honestly, anything could happen. I could get wall banged for the deception. Or maybe from the Lambo door. But right now, the Lambo door drop won't be happening. The drop will be happening inside of the penthouse. The push will be coming in from the side of the sledge. There's Nikurista to push him as well, but he'll be the one taking the fall. That's some nice gunplay from the side of the Valkyrie. But here's Mischief. He's going to find one from the 90 bend of this hallway. Skullex just converting and confirming that kill on a Nikurista. I don't think he knows as Mutasim playing awfully close to Sledge. He's aware that his ADS is he cannot go for the nade play over here. That's why he's just going to fall back to the side of Hall of Fame. But Skullex is the man who's on his Valkyrie cams, but now he knows that there's somebody right beside him, at least for now. There's going to be Mutasim just trying to waltz around this little space that he's got for himself. You got the breach coming in, making sure that they're trying to push down the Jaeger, and there'll be the frag for Lancer. They're still trying to find one more. That'll be the Valkyrie. He's got to be very careful about this. Skullex will finally take the fall, in fact. Finally buys the dust, and that is, in fact, the roam clear from the side of Knaves Gaming. Really well done, despite the disadvantage that the side of the defense put them up in. And suddenly, well, that left the castle and the smoke will actually find a frag. That's a really nice one. Ironside is going to find Mutasim, and here's the another gunfight, another gunfight. The FBI operators will be fighting each other. Raven will be the victor of that, wants to find one more, but he'll be white-peeled by the smoke once again. And that'll be Ironside's double kill, and his journey has just begun to clutch this in a 1v1 for putting his team in the advantage. Whoever happens to win this, Clutch will be taking the advantage, at least as of now. Lancer has got the diffuser though. He knows that smoke is far away from the side of service entrance. Could attempt a possible plan. Can go for it. Definitely a possibility. The smoke did get the drone. Now his position has been given away, but the plan is going off. Got the smoke canisters, all of them. In fact, I don't think the smokes are the foot of the IQ. This could be used. Lancer could definitely push up, but he wants to bait it out at least as of now. Only 10 seconds left. He's got to go for the plant right now. He's got to stick it. He knows that. The smoke knows that as well. The push-up will be coming any moment now. He's taking it. He's still going to go with it. And this is the moment Smoke peaks, and that will be a kill for him as well. And Ironside with the triple kill clutch for KL11 Esports will be putting his team in the driver's seat. And that is one hell of a clutch with the SMG11 place. The triple kill all done with the secondary gun in hand. Amazingly well done. Round 3 will be theirs for the day. KL11, very deservingly so, will be sitting one round in advantage against Knaves today. Round 4 will be underway. Let's see what we've got ourselves on a 1-2 scoreline, where the side of Knaves have definitely got to bring out some better plays for themselves.
Absolutely right there. Knaves Gaming, they almost had the entire round in their favor after taking up the second floor control. And then trying to play vertical, they got peeked by a smoke with an SMG11, just sitting inside the side, waiting for the attackers to peek their heads. And he just said hello, a goodbye with that SMG bullets. And then, of course, the 1v2 came out right towards the end as well, knowing the fact that KL11 would like to go out on a high note, winning out this match. That is why the smoke was able to make those plays happen. It's also about believing and committing. And oh boy, did he commit with that SMG for sure. Patiently waiting in service entrance before he had to go for the peak eventually, knowing for the fact that the IQ was in fact sticking the plant. And even then, he played it well. He played it patiently, decided not to rush in as soon as the plant went off, knowing that the G8A1 would probably be pre-firing all over the place. That's why he waited, let a couple of bullets run out, and then peeked in, even though that was still risky, seeing as, I believe, what, it was 20 bullets with the G8A1, with the IQ's G8A1, that is, when Smoke peeked in, but still, it was a good clutch nonetheless. Very well done. The right decisions made. And the intel was one of the things that really helped him make those decisions. That is why intel devices are key. Intel is king in a Rainbow Six. Another spawn peek coming out from bot. Will he find somebody? Not quite. Mutasim is low on HP though. And the Hibana's got to be careful on what gunfights she picks, as Mutasim is about just a little under half HP. We're going to have to be careful on what kind of gunfights are selected and what kind of peaks are made from this Hibana right now, as Nicorista in the meanwhile is trying to peek onto Theater Door. Not gonna find anybody, but the Doc will find the Ash on the long angle, peeking ruins. What? Bot! Oh, he's angry. He didn't get the spawn pick for 2 rounds straight, so he decided to completely obliterate Raven on the long angle. What a shot right there. And that's why you don't contest a Doc with an MP5 that virtually has no recoil right there, ladies and gentlemen. Even if his damage is reduced, it doesn't matter if it's a point-and-click adventure where the objective is to click on the enemy's heads. Skullix in the meanwhile, he's low on HP. He's being tracked as well from the Jackal, I believe. And now it's a hunt for the Jaeger going into the rest of this round. The IQ Lancer peeking blue bar. Got to be careful of the Valkyrie close by. Instead, the default cam will spot his location. Lancer's going to pull back into Courtyard in the meanwhile, trying to make sure that he doesn't get peeked, but no, looks away at the wrong time. The Vigil was coming in, and Mischief is going to take the second one for the side of KL11. Lancer goes down, and that puts the side of Knaves in a difficult position. Hard breaches happened on the main wall of VIP, the wall that faces the entryway onto Billiards Room, the pink couches area. And that's a pretty long angle, but there's the Jackal towards Aquarium. Sleek Ninja, he could come in and he can make some plays happen. That's one smoke canister, and there's a couple more that could be thrown in by Nicorista and, of course, Sleek Ninja himself as a C4. No, that's an impact that came in from below. Won't find him, though, but that could be used as a vertical angle against the Vigil, probably, who just threw that. Smoke canisters are going off, and the plant is coming in as well. Sleek Ninja is going for it, as the Doc will try and white peek, but doesn't know that the Brutals push up close, and the kill will be confirmed as the C4 does not connect. Mutazim and Nicaristo have got Neva and bot, and now it's a 3 versus 3. The plant is off. It's a post-plant situation for the side of the defenders, and now they need to retake site. There goes one more. The Glidlock takes a kill with the F90. There's another one dropped, but there's the refrag in. That will be Nicorista who goes down. Mischief takes one, but he's now in a 1v2 in the post-plant. Both Sleek Ninja and Mutasim are really, really low on HP. He knows where one of them is. Now he probably knows where both of them are. He's going to have to go in, and he's going to have to peek wide if he wants this clutch to happen, but he's got only so much time and no impacts, and he has to walk through all of those couch drops. Will he find one? No, he won't be able to. And that is Sleek Ninja taking the clutch for the side of the attackers. Naves Gaming, they lost 2 men early, but it didn't matter to them. They pushed in, they got the smokes off surprisingly, and got the plant in under the noses of KL11 Esports. And now the round count is equalized 2-2 on round 5, and we're headed back to Hookah Lounge and Billiards Room. It was a great attempt coming out from the side of KL11 Esports on the site retake right there. Unfortunately, it just wasn't enough, nowhere near enough, as the attackers were more than willing to let their teamwork fly in the face of a 3v5. Round 5 is in play, and 2-2 is the scoreline, the round scoreline, excuse me. And we're headed back to second floor Hookah Lounge and Billiards Room. The site that I would argue gets played the most when it comes to Coastline. No surprises there. This site is pretty much one of the most defendable sites in Coastline. Then again, one could argue that kitchen service entrance is the most defendable site in Coastline. It's pretty much tied for top site when it comes to this map, and a map that is as frag heavy and as freeing, shall we say, as Coastline is. And when I say freeing, of course, I mean you don't really have to necessarily deal with utility that much. You can, as an attacker, of course, you can just deny a little bit of utility and then make the push into side happen with intel and get the kills. That's pretty much what we see from Coastline every single time, with a few exceptions here and there, of course. But overall, hard breach, not really a big necessity on Coastline. We only ever really see hard breach when it comes to the second floor Hookah site. While when it comes to the rest of it, hard breach, you don't get to see it a whole lot. Now, one could argue Penthouse does see hard breaches quite a bit, and I would tend to agree. The side of second floor Penthouse is a site that sees a lot of hard breach action, unless the defenders are going for one of those extended roam strategies. Then there's already an opening in place, and the hard breacher becomes redundant. Overall, the point I'm trying to make here is Coastline doesn't necessarily rely on utility. It doesn't necessarily rely on hard breaches. It relies on intel and fragging power. And knowing both KL11 and Naves Gaming, who rely on their fragging power quite a bit, this will be a very, very interesting match. These next few rounds are going to be, as Lance is going to start things off already by taking down Ava. Big drop right there, the legions on the board, which means that the defenders are in a pinch because they have just lost a very punishing operator for the late game. Meanwhile, there's a push coming in from the Ash onto Ironside, but Ironside's going to play around the flashbangs and find Raven. Will he find the IQ though? No, he won't. IQ will want to take the kill. The G8A1 fires just about faster and does more damage, and that's why Lance is going to be walking away with a double. The defender's in a bit of a spot of bother right now. KL11, they've lost 2 operators. Lancer is well under half HP for that matter, and of course, Raven is a little too dead to influence this round. But it could still turn out to be Naves Gaming's round. They had just, excuse me, to be KL11's round, they have to play their cards right though. Bot playing around the reinforcement and the rotation between sites. He's trying to peek, of course, anybody pushing in from Aquarium, and there may yet be one. Shots are fired, but Bot being hit up slightly, he's just going to overheal himself back down to 100 HP and might potentially go for a run out. He's considering it. He's broken open the door, takes the Claymore out, and now he's waiting for somebody to repel the big window, but shots are being fired from the hallway instead. That's the Hibana as Nikodis are going for the plant already. Sinkers are going to find Bot, and now it's the 4v2 post plant for Skullex and Mischief. Out of nowhere, once again, the plant goes down, and Naves Gaming have done it twice in a row now as the round is being watched, but no, Mischief will still get that kill, and Lancer goes down, but that's one, as Mutasim will drop Skullex in the meanwhile. It's a 1v3 now, all down to Mischief in the post plant. Does he know where the Hibana's playing inside of VIP? No, he does not. He's going to run right past her and go into 90 hallway. Hibana now doesn't know where he's playing, and he's going to get that kill onto Mutasim. As Mischief, he's found one. He's found 2 more. Knows somebody's in luggage hall, but doesn't know that there's somebody inside of Aquarium. He's pre-firing it, but the shots are fired, and the PDW will win because it was peaking already when Mischief was trying to switch to his secondary. Sleek Ninja takes the kill. The PDW fires off, and the side of Naves Gaming have now taken 2 attacking rounds back to back. Round 6 is going to be the round we are in right now. We're heading back to first floor kitchen service and kitchen cooking, and the round count is 3-2 in favor of Naves Gaming.
So the way it looks like right now, round 6 is indeed underway. We got the halftime coming up. Naves Gaming trying to take the maximum advantage that they've been offered, happening to be on attack, but we're not getting to see a whole lot of emphasis of that fight back from the side of KL11. They've definitely put some amazing runs on board. Great players and great attempts, but Naves Gaming, like I said, I'll still be standing to my word. The fact that, never mind, the fact that they happen to have themselves a really nice and a very dedicated swift attack push slash strategy, whatever you want to call it. It's good. That kind of momentum is very necessary when you happen to be attacking such a huge map with so many things you've got to care about. And we're going to Rios quickly, and we will be right back, people. We need to do dial and need that Rios because one of the teammates has indeed been disconnected. So we'll be right back on round 6 with the Rios. Don't go anywhere, people. KL11 Esports will still be fighting Naves Gaming in round 6 in just a moment.
Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the game between KL11 and Knaves Gaming on the map of Coastline. We are back indeed, and it is going to be a fantastic return to a play for all of our viewers on stream right now. We had to unfortunately go for a rehost because of a disconnect coming in, but all of the players are back in the lobby, and we already have a 6th pick. That is Mischief taking the pulse over the visual, and the site is going to be 2nd floor hookah from the side of KL11 Esports. Hookah, of course, the side that they have come to twice before this round and failed twice as well. And I don't mean that lightly. They could not, for whatever reason, catch on to the fact that the entire push coming in from the other side of the building, all of the VIP shenanigans, a lot of that were a distraction so that the side of Knaves Gaming could sneakily get in through Aquarium and plant in sight. Who knows, maybe in round 3 they'll finally catch on to the way that Knaves Gaming has been outplaying them. But, 200 IQ strats aside, Knaves Gaming, even if they did get the plant down, holding in post-plant is one of the most important things in Rainbow Six. And it's good for them that they have a good gun sense and gun game on their shoulders. And that is why they were able to take those peaks and able to hold those angles against any defender trying to make a clutch happen. Final reinforcements are going to be put in as we are already well underway with the action phase. Skullix, he just wanted that reinforcement for his Evil Eye, of course. And that shuts down a possible wallbang that could be a thing from any Knaves Gaming attacker. So they just want to make sure that they cover all of their choices. Something you need to do in Coastline, because if you leave too many walls open or soft, or if you're in a position that may not be particularly favorable, you are pretty much 100% guaranteed to get your head taken clean off your shoulders in any sort of a random spray. Speaking of random sprays, of course, there is, I believe, the IQ spraying through the window of the hookah deck. That is the window of hookah lounge itself, the north window. There's an angle you can get onto the rotate through hookah deck, but all that's done is create an additional line of sight on that wall rather than anything else. Skullix back on his Evil Eye as there's going to be some grenades coming in. There we go. That's one for the deployable shield. Didn't quite catch the Evil Eye, though. That's Sledge's grenade right there. Nico is going to find one iron sight goes down, but Mischief's C4 will refrag instantly on the Sledge. The smoke was dropped, and Lance is going to find bot in the meanwhile. That's 2. And now Mischief, I think, is the only other roamer down below, leaving Ave and Skullix up on the 2nd floor. Unless Skullix is the only one up here, which would be a little unfortunate if KL11 find themselves losing 2 more operators. Drones are coming in. They know for a fact that nobody is inside a site. The plant might just come in any second now, but Knaves have only just recovered the diffuser as Raven's going to find Mischief in the meanwhile. That is the pulse of the board, as now there is the Jackal who's trying to push in through Aquarium. I think Skullix has heard this out. He could go for a peek and take out the Jackal before he can throw his smokes. He won't be able to, as ADSs will be burned, but Mutasim is already on the plant. Skullix needs to deny this somehow. He will get the Evil Eye up, but it's too late. The plant will go down, and the Hibana will make her escape, as it's a post-plant situation. 4 versus 2 for the side of the defense. There's one down outside of the Aquarium balcony. Skullix, he found one, but does he know that the Jackal's in? He does not. And he will be taken off as the PTW fires up once again. Sleek Ninja, he's taking down Skullix. He needs to find the Legion. He doesn't know he's peeking, and the Legion will find one. Will he find another? Yes, he does. Angle with a surprise double might have just cleaned up this round, but he's got to worry about the vertical angle right below him. Lancer, it is the IQ who's directly below him as well. But no, IQ's actually pushed up into hookah. Everyone's going to be going for this peek any second now. The JD1 sees him first. And the 1v1 clutch will come out from Lancer. And Ava will be denied his victory today. As unfortunate for the side of KL11. But they could not hold on yet again. Their roamers were taken down quickly and swiftly. And the push into sight became a reality when the plant was going off. Having both the Legion and the Pulse offside, of course, didn't exactly help them in that situation either. And the Maestro was a little too late to react to the plant being heard out, which is why it's a 4-2 situation on round 7. And the role swap is in play, which means KL11 are now attacking, and Knaves Gaming are defending.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
All right, round 7 is going to be in play, ladies and gentlemen, as it is a 4-2 in favor of Knaves. They have definitely put this round in their favor and put the scoreline in their favor, that is, as we are now in the action phase of round 7. K11 on the attack. Being attacked in coastline, always a good thing to have. However, you know, it's not exactly the best position to be in if you're a KL11 fan, because they are 4-2 down, and no matter what side advantage gives you, a map that is, may not be advisable to be 2 rounds down on the role swap situation. Lancer, he's trying to line up a shot on the surface entrance door as the Claymore goes down on that exact position. That's Bot's Claymore as well, the Zofia, making sure that there will not be any issues from runouts of that from that door specifically, and they could go for a plan there. They have the line in play. Ava's bringing in the CBR and operator, one of the most despised ones in Rainbow Six, as the meme goes. Just stand still. Well, that doesn't work, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you that much. All it is a meme, but the line himself, he's not a meme. He's gonna be looking to roar at these defenders that Knaves Gaming have for themselves with his E1, these scans and his battle rifle. But first, he's gonna take some damage from the dock. That's easy, Raven. A peek comes in. Potentially, that was a potential peek, that is, from Sleek Ninja from inside of Hookah Lounge. Excuse me, not Hookah Lounge, Sunrise Bar. But it didn't quite work out. He's going to pull back instead. Vertical lines decided being opened above sight, and Bot's going to start things off by taking out Lancer. The smokes on the board, that's a big drop right there, as those gas canisters can be used in many multitudes of ways. Most importantly, denying area and the diffuser for the side of the attacking team. That's why taking him out first is a priority. At least having him on the board or wasting his smokes is a big priority, and that's why Lancer is already off the board. Bot's gonna find another one, actually. That's Nicoristo down, and that's another big drop. That is the Maestro. That's another piece of denial that's been taken off the board. Plant denial, more specifically. That takes down both of the plant denial operator types. When it comes to Knaves' defense as KL11, they've started off things strong, but now time is of the essence. They've got 40 seconds to get into sight and get the plant off. If they're not able to, if they take too long, and this goes down to the last 10 seconds, then Knaves Gaming will more likely than not get it under control. Ava, however, is going to start things off by taking down Easy Raven, and Skulls is going to find Sleek Ninja as well. Suddenly it's a 1v5, all down to Mutasim. Shots are fired outside the main door, the plan's going off. He doesn't know what's happening, but the Lion will take the fall regardless, as that's 1 kill for this Valkyrie stuck inside the bathroom. But that's the only one she will get, as Mischief will shut down the last remaining defender from the 2nd floor, peeking those vertical angles that were in use the whole time. And a beautiful attacking round comes out from KL11 Esports, as they will take round 7 and put themselves 1 round away from equalizing and going for the match. No, not the match point, excuse me, the equalizer. And of course, going for the match itself, as we have a quick look at the scoreboard. Mind you, this is of course a post-rehost scoreboard, so nothing too special right here. But regardless, you can sort of start to see the start to see the leaders in terms of kills taking their place slowly but surely, at least for this match. As we head into first floor kitchen and service entrance onto round 8, and a couple of 6 picks are in. That is Nicoristo out of the Maestro into the Valkyrie, and round 8 is underway.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can. Attackers have located a bomb.
All right, so round 8 underway. We've got KL11 Esports definitely putting up a
10 seconds to insertion. 5 seconds to insertion. Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
All right, round 8 is underway, and we're going to be going into this 4-3 situation. Apologies for the long stint of silence, but turns out we're still having some technical issues on our end, more specifically for reason Fox the later instances where we will want to hear his beautiful voice on stream, of course. But round 8 is going to move forward slowly but surely, and KL11 Esports would want to make sure that they get this round in their play as well. First for Kitchen is the side of choice yet again, and right now the question stands, will Naves Gaming allow KL11 to take as easy of a peek as they did? As easy of a peek as they did, as easy of a play as they did, as easy of a side control as they did, the way KL11 took it in the last round. Round 8. Oh boy, I keep saying round 8 quite a lot. Primarily just down to the fact that each round that is won, each round that is taken by either team is one round closer to saying goodbye to Division 3. And honestly, it just feels it's part of the journey. Division 3 is part of the journey with Div 2 and Div 1, and seeing it all end is going to be a little sad, but it's also bittersweet because it's such a huge game that we have to finish things off. Nicoristo, in the meanwhile, he's going to be worried about the Ash that's right outside his door, sees the prone peek and gets the kill. Skullx, all of that joining for nothing as Nicoristo was allowed to just sit inside of Hookah, unabated, uncontested, to get the kill. E1D comes out from the line to try and find these defender positions. He may yet have pinged somebody, but he's not going to be finding any kills. None of the attackers find any kills, actually, as Jackal scans are going to come out as well. Any second now, Mutasim takes so much damage from the Hall of Fame peak that the attackers are going for right now. He's so low on HP, but he will still find the Zofia with the prone peak on the penthouse. Just these half walls inside a penthouse. He's trying to wall bang away to infinity, but he's not going to be able to find anything out of that. As of right now, he's going to be going up against an IQ any second now. But no, the pre-fire works for him. Ironside goes down as well. There's a refrag in onto the Jaeger. Finally, Mischief takes him out of the board. It's a 2 versus 4, excuse me, as Naves Gaming have confirmed for themselves a big lead in this round right now. Ava with the Lion trying to come in through the kitchen window. He's going to be the last man standing, drops in, gets a kill onto the dock as he's forced everybody to stand still, but he's still got one more scan in his pocket. He knows that there's somebody behind him. He's going to have to go for the plan, but he's also got to worry about his life. And it was a lost situation regardless, as time was not on the side of KL11, not in the slightest. And that is why we're going to see round 8 go in favor of Naves Gaming. They are continuing to take the lead and keep it that way, as it is 5-3 in their favor. They are now 2 rounds up, and they are headed to second floor hookah and billiards.
Well, what's an interesting place coming in on the side of KL11. Naves Gaming gave it up all they've got, trying to gain, try to assert dominance, as we actually did see on round 7. Unfortunately, in round 8, Mutasim was the one who get those important kills on the side of Penthouse and gave them the win. Round 9 side is going to be on second floor hookah, and a 6th pick coming in as the Jackal from Mischief is going to be 6th pick from the Capitao. Now, Capitao is one of the most versatile operators when it comes to utility-wise. He has a total of 4 crossbow bolts. 2 of them would be the firebolt, and the other 2 would be the smoke bolts, which would provide them quite a lot of opportunities to go through, especially on the side on second floor hookah. All you need is just 2 smoke grenades and just 1 to go for the plant. And yes, of course, to take out any deniers like the Valk or the Mozzie, who's currently will be roaming around on the side of the security room or on the side of Sunrise Bar, which would For the main objective for the attackers, all they have to do is to eliminate 2 of those important roamers and then go for the executor. Shouldn't be a lot of problems indeed, but you still have Nicoristo playing as the smoke. So every time if they see a smoke execute being coming in on the side of billiards room, smoke will be there to throw his canisters out and eventually delay the plant coming in, and hopefully the flanks would arrive at the right time to eliminate 2 of those players from the laundry room itself. It's a great strategy, if I might like to call it. I mean, it's been used quite a lot. I mean, you get to see it each and every single time. The only thing is, it's always about who would be that one particular operator who gets fragged out first is the biggest question here. A lot of great intels coming in on the side of the defenders, especially Mutasim, with just great usage of the black eye cams. One placing it right at the aquarium balcony, and I believe Ironside playing as the IQ should be able to find these important black eye cams, or else it would cause a lot of intel for the defenders and they would be able to connect it just like that. Easy Raven is actually deciding to go for a run out, and he will get it indeed, thanks to the black eye cams being placed from the Val cam. Easy Raven is going to be getting the early kill indeed. So just like I was talking about, the first kill is the only reason the strategies on the side of attackers will come to a change, and that change will eventually start to use it indeed. Ironside, both gone, the IQ won't be able to, without the IQ it will be very difficult for the attackers to pinpoint the exact location on where the Valkyrie's back eye cam is. He's actually going to go a second time. He's going to take another one kill indeed, make that a 2, because Easy Raven has eliminated Skullex. It's just the only operator which is remaining is Sophia on the aquarium balcony, and he's going to eliminate it just like that. The withstand comes in, but it is too late indeed. The Legion with the triple kill. No, it is Mutasim to get those important kills as the ERC scanner comes in, detecting where exactly Mutasim's location is, but at what cost. Already 3 of the attackers are down, and Naves Gaming is currently gaining up their lead on defense. Even though they did had a shaky start on round 7, in round 8 they are starting to give it up all they've got. Now Easy Raven, a really great place coming in, and we're going to be seeing only 53 seconds left on the side of KL11 Esports. They have absolutely zero idea on how to contest on it, even with Mischief having low amount of HP indeed. And looks like they have actually decided to go all by themselves, as here comes the run out from the Jaeger. Sleek Ninja, he's going to make a huge rotate from the billiards window, and now it is all down to Mischief. 10 HP remaining, and he's going to fall off the cliff. Actually, not off the cliff. I'm not going to be dramatic here. He just fall off from the building instead, as Lancer will claim the final kill off of the Capitao, giving them their 9th round on second floor hookah defense to Naves Gaming. And just like that, Naves Gaming is on match point.
Naves Gaming are on the match point. They've come in strong and they've come in guns blazing, as unfortunately for KL11, after round 4, it just has not been their match. They've given it their all. They've tried their hardest, and we've seen some great plays and peaks from them. But unfortunately, those plays and peaks, they are just too few and too far in between, as we'll be heading to second floor penthouse and theater without the use of a Mira from the side of the defense. That is, of course, Naves Gaming. Now, I'm not one to say that Mira is absolutely quintessential when it comes to this particular site. You can play it without a Mira. There's an extended roam strat. There's just a standard reinforce everything and sit inside of a metal box strat. There's a lot of things that you can do with the Penthouse Theater, and looks like we might just be seeing the reinforce as much as you can and sit inside of a metal box strategy. Maybe. Yep, there we go. The main wall's been reinforced. All the back panels in theater have been reinforced as well. There's going to be tons of utility inside a site, and there's going to be a couple of roamers playing around VIP and Hookah Lounge. Maybe even a C4 from below. Lancer could do that should he catch a drone and put it on the default, watching over the default plant spot of site. Other than that, it's a fairly standard round that Naves Gaming are looking to bring out for themselves. And Nicoristo, however, that's a smart little placement, turning the Evil Eye into a showpiece of Coastline. And definitely, you definitely wouldn't look at that twice. You definitely wouldn't do a double take and think, wait a minute, that's not where that belongs. But that's probably just me. Nigarista finishing up whatever little reinforcements and sight rotates are to be made, making some vertical angles here and there, just to make sure that whoever's playing below, if they're alive when the plant goes off, at least they have some intel on the default plant spots. Sleek Ninja, he's actually going to be playing below. That is the bandit of the team, one of the GSG9 brothers in the side of defense, as he's trying to quick peek on the Sunrise entryway door, but he's not going to be finding anybody, not just yet. A kill is confirmed. Skullex starts things off by taking off Lancer, and oh, Raven! Oh, it looked like he was about to bite the dust, but he's made Bot bite the dust instead, as the IQ missed just a few too many shots on the body of the Legion, and that's why Bot will be the one to drop instead, taking the fall, and then there's Mischief to take a kill on the Sleek Ninja. Right now, K11 Esports, they desperately want to win at least one round so that they can give themselves a little bit of a chance to stay alive in this match, drag it out a little bit more, just to make sure that they have a chance to stay in this game. But will that work out? Evil Eyes, they know where these attackers are going to be coming from. Drones are going to be taken off the board. There is still Mutasim, the Jaeger, who is alive and on full HP around the 90 hallway. As Nicorista, the Maestro, is also on full HP. Mind you, the 3 armor of the Maestro could definitely be a very, very huge force to contend with. In the meanwhile, KL11 are playing a little bit of hot potato with the diffuser, making sure that they gather it up and take it where needed. A hot Chef's grenade came out from the sledge for just a quick second, but Mischief will not be finding anyone off of that. They need just a little bit more intel on where these defenders are sitting to do a Chef's grenade, unfortunately. As Mischief, he's stuck down below. He's got a grenade. He's in the right spot. He's in the right spot. He might get him, and he will get the down, and the kill is confirmed by Skullex under Nicoristo. And that's a huge drop right there. So the plan is going off now on the default spot. Will the Legion find this? No, he won't. Will the Jaeger find this? There's a cross angle that's being held. He's still going to peek. He's still going to try and find somebody. But there's, of course, the repel peek. There's somebody inside a bathroom. And there's a down and kill onto Ava. That's one. But both defenders are now low on HP. As Ironside will find Mutasim. It's a 1v3. All down to the Legion. And he will not find the head of the upside down repel from Ironside. As Raven will drop. And that will give the side of the attackers KL11 round 10 on second floor penthouse as they keep themselves alive for one more round. This match is going to continue on for just a little bit longer, but how much longer? 6-4 is the question. 6-4 is the round at hand, and the side of choice is kitchen service and kitchen entrance. Service entrance.
Yep, service entrance indeed, Jack. Round 11 and KL11 is definitely not giving up. Hey, that actually kind of rhymes though. Round 11, KL11. All right, never mind. A match point is in play on the side of Knaves Gaming. And this time we're going to be seeing an interesting 6-pick as Bot will change from the Finca to the Zofia, as we're going to be seeing Easy Raven changing it from the Alibi to the Dock. It is going to be definitely intense, knowing the fact that KL11 just win their, the second attack on round 10 on second floor penthouse. First floor kitchen is definitely going to be on the side, and Knaves Gaming is very confident enough to win the specific site indeed. With the Skullex, great use of those a really good use of using those crossbow bolts to smoking out on the penthouse's walls as well as the door, and just to spice things up a bit, the fire bolts coming in to hopefully make sure that they won't be able to push through the smoke. A really great that is why most people would pick Capitao, because he is one of the most important operators when it comes to executing on the side. Well, he still do have the gridlock, in which he has those track stringers with the smoke, in which he can be able to cover their lines of sight so that the planters can be able to plant without having any problems indeed. But sometimes, as the gridlock track stringers, they only deal damage if you step on it. It does not have a damage over time, in which Capitao's firebolts do have indeed. So just now, I think it's better for me to just stop talking about the Capitao and Gridlock, and we have to just focus on the match point which is going in Knaves Gaming. If they win this one out, they will secure their second place on their standings. And on the side of KL11, if they win indeed, they will be on 5th place. It's going to be who's going to be the best. and we get to decide it anytime soon. Gridlock is going to be using one of her track stingers on the side of service entrance, I believe, on the reception, just to make sure that the run out won't be able to take place, especially the Valk in which Nicoristo is going to be playing at. Those C4 would provide a lot of you know control for the attackers, as I might say, as a lot of drone works are coming in. Some of them actually do get scored from the Mozzie's pest, in which the attackers have a lot of problems dealing with those pests. So in just like I talk about it, a Lancer with the C4, he's going to be starting it off, eliminating Mischief on the second floor penthouse, giving them the first early frag, and that is Mischief, the hard breacher of the board. You still have Bot playing as the Sophia. You can be able to get open up those floors, and it is quite smart of Sophia to be standing on the sofa, knowing for the fact that there is a Valk in play. They have those C4, and looks like there's another C4 coming in. He is going to take out Bot as well. Hello. Are you kidding me? That 2 C4s, 2 kills, and just like that, Knaves Gaming is already taking control. Make that a 3 as the flank comes in from Mutasim, making it a 5v2 situation here. There is Ironside still playing on the penthouse, unaware of the flank, and Mutasim takes care of that opportunity. And just like that, Gridlock goes down indeed. A flawless round coming in from Knaves Gaming as they will secure their win. Round 11, first floor kitchen goes to Knaves Gaming as they're going to defeat KL11 on map Coastline.
And that is going to round out this match. What a match coming out from both teams. But at the end of the day, only one can win and one must lose. 7-4 to the side of Knaves Gaming. And ladies and gentlemen, with that ends day 6 of Division 3 in Season 5. It ends this match. And it ends Division 3 in the entirety of the WD Black, the Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege. We've got some final bits to go over before we say goodbye to Division 3 as a whole. Initially, of course, is a little bit of analysis from our analyst, Baba Gusta, over at the analyst desk. Baba, a very exciting and a very slightly emotional match, wasn't it?
Well, absolutely, Jack. It was it was a really interesting match indeed. The map on Coastline, we actually did see KL11 performing such interesting plays, especially on the second half. Indeed, KL11 definitely they were absolutely stepping it up on round 7 on first floor kitchen. But in the end, Knaves Gaming took care of basically they took care of round 8 and round 9. Indeed, even though on match point we did still I actually did see KL11 still having that motivation, thinking that look, this is the last match that we're going to be playing on Division 3. Let's make sure that we are going to give as best as we can. And they delivered it in such a great fashion here. Ironside recovery. I mean, the amount of recoveries that these guys have been doing on round 3 is when KL11 on defense, you actually have to see Ironside with that great recovery on site. 3 kills in his name, winning that 1v1 duel against Lancer and gets that defuse down. It was really quite great indeed. Coming to the on the side of attack on how KL11 does. No, man. It was from Team Names. The way how they took out both of those important players, especially the Valk and the other roamer who's currently been holding on the side of Sunrise Bar as well as on security room, gave the opportunity for the attackers to, get control on Aquarium, in which all they had to do was to just throw smokes and go for the default plant, in which they actually did it 2 times in a row, I believe. No, that was actually 3 times in a row. In round 1, we actually didn't see that post plants coming in and then KL11 winning it out. Yes, we actually didn't see that first round coming in, and we do need to apologize because sometimes internet problems, we can't do anything about it. On round 4 and round 5, we actually did see Knaves doing it twice in a row, eliminating 2 of the important roamers on the side of KL11 and then going for the plant, in which they actually got free 2 wins just like that, just by throwing it out smokes, blocking lines of sight for the defenders, and also some of, I believe, a Capita was also in play just to make sure that they won't be able to push through the smoke. So a really great attack as well as on defense coming in from both the teams, and a huge congratulations to Knaves Gaming securing their second spot.
Absolutely right there. Knaves Gaming taking second place is going to be rounding out Division 3. And ladies and gentlemen, let's have a quick overview of what matches we had today before we end off Division 3. The first match we had was a Nat versus L2K on Theme Park, and L2K took that 7-3, going from 0-3 to 7-3. A very well-deserved victory for them right there. Nat, unfortunately, could not hold on to their top spot. Saw versus Sync Ignite was the second game of Cafe, and Sync Ignite were the ones to win that 7-4. Saw were the ones to face defeat, and it was a little unfortunate, but it was still a good game regardless. In the game that we just had, KL11 versus Naves Gaming, and well, we just saw what went down. It was a valiant attempt from KL11, but Naves were the victors, 7-4 against KL11 Esports. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, Division 3 comes to a close in the WD Black the Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege. It's been a fantastic journey, but it ain't over yet, because we've still got Division 2 and Division 1 final play days coming up over the next 4 days for all of our viewers at home. And it's going to be a fantastic final week for the WD Black the Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege. And we'll see you tomorrow with Division 2. Stay tuned and good night.
Captain Arya from the Esports Club here with some pretty awesome news. Now, as you probably know, we've been running the WD Black TEC League for Rainbow Six Siege powered by LG Ultragear for the past few months. As we come into August with our final season of the league, we wanted to celebrate with you guys who have made this an amazing experience and an extremely successful esports event. We've teamed up with some of our favorite partners to give away an entire Esports PC for one lucky viewer. Yes, one of you is going to take home a complete PC featuring some of these awesome parts. First up, we've got the LG Ultragear 27GL 650F gaming monitor, 27-inch, 144Hz, 1ms with an IPS panel to make sure you're at the top of your esports game without sacrificing picture quality. Then we've got an amazing lineup of accessories coming in from HyperX to make sure that you're always on top of your game. Cloud Stinger Core gaming headset. For the keyboard, you've got the awesome HyperX Alloy FPS RGB mechanical keyboard. Then your mouse is the HyperX Pulsefire Surge. It's got a brilliant RGB all around the mouse. For the mousepad, you've got the HyperX Fury S. That is the speed edition of the extended mousepad. And then of course for your memory, you've got the HyperX Fury RGB RAM. You've got 16 gigs at 3400 megahertz. Next up, we've got the WD Blue SN550 NVMe SSD to make sure you're spending as little time loading and booting up and spend more time gaming. And then of course, at the heart of this PC is the Ryzen 5 3600X CPU. Now, as you know it, at the heart of every gaming PC is a great GPU. So we've teamed up with Zotac Gaming to give you a brand new RTX 2060, because frames win games and there should be nothing between you and top of the line performance. Next up, we've teamed up with NZXT, who make some of the best and most premium PC components on the market. Powering your PC is going to be the C850 fully modular power supply, and your cooling solutions are going to be taken care of the Kraken X63 all-in-one liquid cooler. Now, we wanted to make this PC something truly special, and while the NZXT H510 Elite is a great cabinet for anyone, it wasn't enough. We teamed up with NZXT to give the winner of this giveaway a brand new NZXT H510 Siege Edition cabinet. This is a limited edition licensed Rainbow Six Siege themed cabinet from NZXT. There are only 500 of these in the world and just a handful coming to India. The side panels of this cabinet are themed in the wall and door reinforcement designs from Rainbow Six Siege, and there is an illuminated 6 icon on the front panel along with a 6 icon charm and a puck in the signature breach charge design, which is only available with the H510 Siege. And one lucky winner on this giveaway is going to get a full esports PC sitting inside this beautiful cabinet. Now that you know everything that there is in the giveaway, the question is how you can take part. Well, it's fairly simple. First, head on to the link in the description of this video. Once you're at the giveaway landing page, fill out your details and follow the instructions. First, head on over to Facebook, make sure you're following us. 2. Make sure you're following the Esports Club on Instagram. And 3. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. Simple so far. Now the interesting part. In a 1-minute video on Instagram, tell us why you deserve this epic new PC from the Esports Club and all our partners. Make sure you follow the instructions carefully, use the right hashtags, tag the right accounts, and you can be one step closer to winning this epic setup. Now that's it guys, just a little bit of work and you can be one step closer to getting yourself your dream PC. I'm Captain Arya and this is the Esports Club, and we hope to see you in our next tournament.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. And injustice. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.
Ready to breach.
Go, go, go! Follow my lead! Flashback!
What's up guys, Captain Arya from the Esports Club here with some pretty awesome news. Now as you probably know, we've been running the WD Black TEC League for Rainbow Six Siege powered by LG Ultragear for the past few months. As we come into August with our